The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and
Scholes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Scholes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. He's had a shot! This is their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! In for the pieces! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So, a breakthrough already. Chips it through. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. A lot. Decent chance! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're back in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. That pass isn't the best. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Elise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri spots it and intercepts. Nicely aimed pass. Robertson. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rodri, given the lift of his goal. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rodri cuts out the pass. Koundé. Out of play for a throw.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's skewed away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Van Bouten is there and he can get that clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
If you do have a chance today, please
Neither
take some
side
time
holding
out to
back
give your
here.
support
It has
to our
been
better
quite a
stadium
half,
fans.
this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo,
Substitutions taking
press
place.
more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Searching pass he's played there. Short changes him with that pass. Scholes. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Real chance! Just off target.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rodri. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he gets rid in a hurry. Olise. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Conte. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Fiore. And that is a little undercooked. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's picked it up out wide. Fiore. And it's Scholes. No, he refuses to take the bait. Vitinha. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking to play him in. Tries to get it clear. That's gone for a throw-in. Koundé. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
It's a promising position. Decent progress down the left. Vitinha. Oh, good read. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Rodri picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Please kindly remove any cars.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures...
Chance for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
India are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Azar. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Passes short and sharp, rolls it backwards. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Out to the left it goes. Now that's well seen too. Pull it. Played back. Tries to play it through. Haaland! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience.
Goes for a shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
India get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Can he finish? He's scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And the pass is intercepted. And this goes for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Cannavaro can get it clear. India are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kukchu. Azar can see things others simply cannot. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi gets into some space. He's got away.
There will be
Big
3
chance!
minutes added time.
It's anyone's ball now. Pullet pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. That has ended up in no man's land. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket. Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Conte, and the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Shot, surely! It's a goal! The second half sparked straight into life. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Barcelona have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Well, there's the clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Conte. That is good alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Barcelona may only be 1 behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Distributed tidily. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland! Oh, well played. He is through here. Oh. And he shoots! Defending of the desperate variety. And Messi! And that would have won it.
Messi really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Now it's Scholes.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Deftly away. Tries to pass it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's picked his way through. Pullet does well to stand up to him.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And it's Gullit. Cafu is in a really good position out wide. That's going to go a long way. Played back in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that will be the final act. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
This is a
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Scholes making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
He's found a way through. Scholes! Scholes! That's brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, no joy this time. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He is through here! Not the most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he welcomes it in. Out to the right. And it's Zanetti. Vinicius Junior looking to be a menace in the final third. Closing in on goal. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Rodri has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Neymar plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Borussia Dortmund were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Olise. It's a goal kick. Rodri gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Scholes. Pass is just off target. Chance, surely! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Played out to the right. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! And we have our very first corner. Neymar getting this one clear. Batistuta
has been indicated.
Spread it left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Olise. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 16, Rodri.
And we're underway again.
Olise.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Caught offside that time. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. It is a corner. Header comes in! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. So much time and space here. Albert Ferrer hurtling down that right flank. Defending of the desperate variety. Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Van Bouten cuts it out. Great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one in.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Zanetti. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Are well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Scholes. Cafu. Now it's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. Now it's Batistuta. Chance for a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Borussia Dortmund go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Swept in. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Nice interception, well timed. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, good spread. He's in a great position here. And he's there to get it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
That's a little off target. Now it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. No, that's been intercepted. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Passing is crisp and sharp. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Played into the box. And he knocks it clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That has been cut short. Searching pass he's played there. Adams calmly anticipates. Rodri. Cruyff with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Looking tidy in possession here. And smartly reclaimed. Scholes. And this is Scholes. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. He's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Takes the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
That is good strength. Now that's well seen too.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good ball! And the shot! He scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 11, David Villa.
So off we go once more.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 17.
That's really well cleared.
Substitution.
Might be danger here. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, this looks sharp. Hazard. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. Barcelona, still this single goal behind. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. He's having a hit! And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Lovely bit of skill. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's got away. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes...
Beckham! Decent hit from there. Scholes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting, and the finish! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Abiati punts it upfield. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham. Now it's Messi. Adams. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. going to be first to this. Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. And it's Azar. It's Azar! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Rodri. And it's Rodri.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The
tries from distance.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And that will sail harmlessly past. Roberto Carlos. Here's Rodri. Roberto Carlos. Well, that has not gone well. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat.